Two Girls Talk, masturbating.
Do we know how to please ourselves?
Ladies, do we know how to please ourselves? Do you know how to get your jollies off? Your Jolly Roger? Do you know how to...
Do we? Do we know how to get our jollies?
I know how to get my jollies off. I mean, but there's some women out there who are not really comfortable with their body parts. They don't even know the anatomy inside their vagina.
No.
They don't even know, what it is the clitoris does. They don't... It's surprising. It's not surprising to me because of how society is. They don't put a lot of focus into women, especially sexual comfortableness. I feel like we're restricted here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, women don't even know their own body parts.
I agree. I agree 110%. That we don't know our own body parts. The reason why it is because I think that we're taught that masturbating is dirty. Mm-hmm. We think that it's dirty to touch ourselves. Why is our pussies dirty when it comes to ourselves?
You know what?
Ain't nothing wrong with our pussy. Touch your pussy. Look at your pussy. Hey, if you want to, it's yours. Taste your pussy.
Talk to your pussy.
See what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
You never know. You can't just say
you're taking a guy's word for it. You don't know how.
You don't know what it tastes like. Because these motherfuckers be pumping you up. They be saying anything to get some pussy, right? Girl, you taste like cinnamon buns.
You taste like honey.
You taste like fruit juice. No, I don't.
You taste like sugar. You taste like melons. I mean, whatever. You know.
Girl, what you putting honey nut Cheerios in this pussy?
You taste like sweet rice, girl. You taste good. You know.
You be like, nigga, stop fucking lying. This shit ain't even all like what you kicking it to be, okay?
But you know.
But you should know what your shit looks like, what it feels like.
What it feels like for
what it tastes like. It's yours. It's your coochie. It's not wrong with tasting your coochie. Boys do it all. They may not take it.
How come we can taste our own breast milk, but we can't taste our own coochie?
Bitches got problems tasting our breast milk.
Damn, now that's too.
I tasted mine. I don't know if it's like that. Fuck that. If y'all motherfuckers is gonna be eating off of this for months, what does this taste like?
How do you know if it's good for your baby?
Exactly. It may not even taste good. Whatever tastes gross. It was pretty good though. It tasted sweet.
That's a good diet there. That's a good diet. Good breast milk.
That's how I get down. That's how I get down. You feel me?
That's a good diet.
That's how I get down.
Like T.D.C said it best. Like she helped me out and made me feel proud when she had that video, that song. I'm not afraid to go and touch myself. It's alright. Yeah, that was my song.
T-Boss is late. T-Boss, bitch, I was already on it. You was late with the song, bitch. I was already there. Please late, T-Boss.
It's unfortunate though. Like they didn't really pick her up. Like just kind of went unnoticed, and a lot of women didn't really follow suit with the music. About masturbation, promote masturbation.
Well, I mean, it's one thing when you get into the words of a song and you like it. It's another thing when you get into whether the beat was catchy, which it was okay. You know what I'm saying? The words is what got you more so. Yeah. She was saying like, hey, I like chicken wings. You wouldn't have gave a fuck. You really wouldn't have cared like if she was saying anything else, but because it was talking about self-masturbating and self-appreciation, because that's what all masturbating is. I appreciate myself enough to give myself an orgasm. I appreciate myself.
That means you love yourself.
You do. You have to love yourself.
You have self-love, and it's just a matter of having self-love.
It is.
So everyone should really get into doing it. I know I was curious when I think like after, I think all girls go through this, but I'll share, like after I had my period, I started noticing myself, the hormones. I started looking at myself. I'm like, wow, this is interesting now. I'm seeing this in a whole nother light.
Really?
Looking at my vagina,
What age were you when you got to comfortable masturbating?
I got my period at like 11.
No, I mean masturbating age. Where you were comfortable with masturbating.
Oh shit, I don't even know if I should say that. Because
I want to know. Shit, this is real shit. Put this shit on the table. You know why? Because as girls out there, it's nothing. Let me tell you something. Boys masturbate constantly. This is something that everyone knows.
All right, you know what? I'll be real, but bitches, you better be real when y'all make these comments. Because when I was young, like I was unattended watching like movies and stuff.
We get it.
But important backstory, right? Check it. So I had to be like maybe like 9 or something.
Really?
Because like there was a channel. They would slowly give us the porn station. Like it would come in and out, and it was like I wonder what they doing. So I was like curious. I'm like, But you know, it was weird because like I didn't feel anything or nothing. But you know, you imitate. So it was like, okay, I'm watching TV by myself, and they are kind of leaking up with the porn. You know, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it looks kind of risque.
Really? So you masturbate? Were you masturbating at night, or were you just watching like sexy movies or sex movies at night or porn?
Just like sex. Well, with the porn channel kind of coming in and out. Really, I got into Retro Diaries on Showtime. It was a show. There wasn't really. It wasn't porn, but it was really a show about sex and kind of like, you know, like making it casual and just making it kind of like somehow weirdly enough erotically romantic. And so like I would think about stuff like that, but like I don't even think I knew how to masturbate. I was just like, let me just, you know, imitate. Let me just move it up, back and down. And then
so you were okay. My
question really good, right?
Were you touching yourself, or were you
I was just like touching myself, like just kind of like
really at like 9,
maybe 9 or 10. But it was a little before I had my period, you know. But I was always like curious because you know you watch TV. And you see all these things. I didn't have anyone telling me or repressing me, telling me, oh, you shouldn't be watching this, or this is wrong, you shouldn't be doing this. And a lot of times I was by myself, so I had the freedom to experiment with myself and not think anything of it. You know?
I mean, and that's huge. That's something that should be discussed because a lot of girls out there have no idea what they're doing. You have so many young chicks out here who giving away pussy for free just because, and when I say free, I don't mean have motherfuckers pay for it. I mean they giving it up for no reason. There's no reason behind it other than just to be that bitch who giving up pussy. Because most of these chicks ain't even coming. And the reason you're not coming is because you don't know your body. You don't know yourself. And until you know how to please yourself, you can't expect nobody else to please you. It's just like that old saying, until I love myself, I can't love nobody else.
That's what Madonna said, too.
You know what I'm saying? So until you can know how to please yourself, you can't nobody else do it.
Trinity, I can understand women when they're first having sex, you might not come with a guy because they may not know what they're doing. You're both young, having sex, maybe. Who knows how you start off. But you, at the very least, you should masturbate with yourself prior to that. At least I hope you were, you know, prior to know how it's supposed to feel.
But see, that's the problem. A lot of girls don't masturbate. A lot of girls ain't masturbating. When they first fucking is when they first fucking. That's the first time when the pussy is really even being examined to them. You feel me? So if you got chicks who fucking in the game and don't know how to please themselves, touch themselves, do whatever.
I can't identify.
The same way a man knows how to please himself.
I can't identify, but I feel bad for the girls who weren't really, you know, comfortable with their body part beforehand.
So here's the problem. The problem is knowing yourself as a chick. Whether you grown, if you over 18, whether you under 18, at the end of the day, you should know yourself.
Exactly.
I knew myself enough to know that I had issues. It was too many things going on in my head mentally for me to give up some pussy at a young age. Now, does that take away the fact that I was a little freak box watching Real Sex and After Dark shows and Emmanuel and Skinamax and all that?
I watched Real Sex on HBO.
Yeah, I used to sell. I remember I would sometimes steal porn from my uncle and I would sell it at school. I would sell it at school for like a profit. Yeah.
Prohibition with
porn. with porn.
Bootlegger with porn.
Exactly. I had like one time a new magazine that I found on the fucking train and sold it at school.
How much you got for that?
$15, which was a lot back in. You know what I'm saying? When you in high school, you be like, yo, that's money. This is bread.
The way things are, the way kids are, you can't even sell that on. You know, that was unique back then. You can't even sell that on the train. Everybody got it.
Everybody got it now. Everybody got it now. I bet you ain't doing shit. If I was to go to a school like, yo, I got these porn mags, they gonna be like, bitch, so do we.
So it's like the question. So if everybody is more sexually aware, I mean, it's in our faces more. It's unbelievable to think that there are still women out there.
No, there's still women and
men,
girls
who
do not know how to please themselves. Because at the end of the day, sexual exploration is normal.
It's key.
Kids do it from the very beginning. We repress ourselves as people every day when it comes to sex. That's why the United States has the highest sex crimes in the fucking entire world. Because we want to pretend we all do it. We all fuck. We all masturbate. We're the first ones to pull up a porn site and look at that bitch sucking that dude dick and him busting all over her face and in her nostrils. But we pretend that, oh my God, we can't talk about coming. Who says that? Oh my God, she said pussy. A real woman doesn't talk that way. I can't believe it. Who says that?
You think too, like, you think, Trent, is it more like society, or is it religion, or is it both that sexually represses the woman to be felt like, oh, maybe I shouldn't really get into it because it makes me think of myself as a hoe if I get like really into it?
It is society. It's both. It is society, because that's how it's been for forever. I can't even say
ever since we had some civilization. You know, the man who get in charge, like, I'm repressing this woman.
Right. Like, I mean, people have to think about it. Like, there are so many things that we just received that is not that long ago that people seem to forget. Women did not have rights forever.
I know, we just got
blacks did not have rights forever.
Didn't we get like rights late 1800s or early 20th
I think it was. I believe it was the early 1900s. Is when I believe so.
Like women's suffrage.
It was the
I think it started.
It was like around 1915,
I think the movement started late 1800s. But
hey, I'm not great at history. Neither
am I. But like,
neither is
all I remember though, I think they did start off late 1800s, but I think it didn't start.
Yeah, it started in the 1800s.
We
didn't get rights until like 1920 something.
No, 1930, like women's suffrage movement.
I think it was about the 1920s.
The flappers. I remember
the 20s.
I remember those bitches to this day, and I wasn't in that time because the flappers, they were free enough. You know what? We got rights. We ain't wearing no bra. Fuck it. We go.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm a bitch who down for freedom, but I need to wear I don't need my titties flapping all over the place, back and forth all over.
Well, that's why they call them flappers.
Exactly, because their titties was flapping all over the fucking place. And that's why when they was dancing, who wants titties flapping all over the place while you dancing? Shit, I don't even want my titties flapping all over while I'm in the shower.
I guess it's okay if you don't have a lot of breast tissue to go around and hurt yourself. You can hurt yourself if flapping all around.
Let's get back to masturbating. We need to know our vaginas. Women, know our vaginas. Touch it. It's okay.
Wait, how are we gonna tell or explain to a man who's trying to give us pleasure?
Right.
He really cares about that.
If we don't even know, because we don't know what gets us off. That's why it's like, you know, you have to know.
Believe it or not, Trinity, I speak to a lot of men, and they really do want the woman.
They want to know.
They want the woman.
They do. They want to please us.
They want to. They really want. They may
start talking.
They may act jerkish, but deep down they want you to come. The reason why they want you to come because it's a type of power.
It's a pride thing.
It's a pride thing.
It's an ego thing.
I made her come.
Ego. You know?
I'm thinking, like, if they can't make you come, then why are you with me?
Like, how many times have you heard bitches say, "Oh, he got a big dick. He don't know what he's doing." Okay, do he got a big dick and he don't know what he's doing, or you just don't know what you like? You don't know what it is that you even need to know in order to get off. Because it's bitches who like, you come off of riding. Who don't come off? I thought that was a regular thing. But it's bitches who got kids who don't even know that all coochies don't look alike.
Yeah.
All coochies do not look alike.
It's funny. Like, it took me a while to realize as well, and I'm the one who watches a lot of TV, especially when I was young, about that. But it took me a while to realize, wow, they are all different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, you know, I'm not going to.
You have to know. You have look. I'm put it like this. I don't know what it's like for a man to fuck, because I'm not a man. I'm a woman. Only thing I can do is give my perspective. However, giving my perspective as a woman who has masturbated, and when I say I've masturbated, I literally have explored my pussy enough to feel, and I've touched my clitoris, I've pulled back the hood, I've even tried to use the hood of my clitoris to give a jerk off sensation to see if that would be kind of like the same as jerking off.
For women who don't know what that is, like the hood of the clitoris, how can you explain
it's just the piece, it's the skin that's over the clit. When you pull it back, you can push it back.
And the clit is the
little bead that's at the top of your,
the very sensitive beady part
at the top of your vagina. Yes.
So I think that's the same hole that the pee comes out of.
Well, it's the urine hole is a little bit further down.
Okay.
It's underneath the clitoris, but it's not
right
around
there. Yeah.
It's in that area. Yeah, it's in that area.
And it took me a while to figure out that we pee from our clitoris. I used to thought the pee comes out from my vagina hole, my birth canal.
Oh, from where you.
I used to have that misconception.
You bleed from there, but you know.
I was like, why is this pee coming out? Like, even this is a mystery to myself. mouth.
And that's the thing. It shouldn't be a mystery. We should know that our pee comes out from a totally different place.
It's kind of It kind of is embarrassing to me when a man knows more about your anatomy than you do.
Yes, that's because they're looking at us and learning us, and we don't even know ourselves. Like, they learned themselves. You get it? The ones who begin to please us when we start to have good sex. When we start to have good sex, we, by a man, like, oh my God, he's really good. It's because he's paid attention.
Mm-hmm.
That man that man who can start to, like, oh my God, girl, he fucked me so good. It's because he's looking. He's learning you. He already got himself down.
Right.
And if
you want to take it a step further. It's just
he
like
wants to please you.
It's like playing a video game for them. I'm gonna go to the next challenge.
Exactly.
So he's working you like a video game.
Exactly. And how many times, like, and let's keep it real, when he hook us up, if the dick is good, if he ate the pussy right, you willing to do whatever. That's when you give that nigga a better blowjob, or you cooking dinner all of a sudden when he got extra chicken or extra cheese.
That's motivation for that housemaker.
Exactly. Oh, boo, what you want to eat for breakfast? You want me to cook some? That's when it's been good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to final thought on that, like to wrap the idea of, the more you learn about yourself, the more that you take pride in yourself and pleasure yourself, it'll have an overall effect for everybody else.
Yes.
For yourself, for whoever you're with, it'll have a beneficial effect for
Hook
both
yourself up.
parties.
It's nothing.
And taste your coochie juice.
It's nothing wrong to touch yourself, to please yourself, because you have to remember, ladies, and if there are girls listening, okay, that boys and men have been pleasing themselves
probably earlier than
for a very, very long time.
Probably earlier than me.
Yeah, they got it. They got it down pat. They already know what they're doing for themselves.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with teenage boys, okay,
they're like experts.
They're always going to take care. Teenage boys are selfish. They always want to take care of themselves. So if you think that y'all getting it down and this good, you really have no idea what you're doing, boo boo. Okay, y'all need to, girls, take my advice. Stick to knowing yourself first. Get to know you. Know what you like, what you don't like. Because when you go out you graduate high school and you become 18 and you're an adult and you're a woman, you now are fully equipped to know what you like and what you don't like before something has tainted you. Before that boy has came along and humped and pumped and made you think that sex is dirty and corny.
Yeah.
Okay, if you please yourself and know how to hook yourself up.
You don't want to take forever to know yourself, like, especially when you're like, older. You want to already know. You don't want to be like in your late 20s, early 30s. Some women are like that. They learn maybe when they're 40 how to first, like. Yeah,
and that's because that's when they first nut.
That's so repression.
That's sad.
It's repression.
Start touching your
missing out all good years of you having a good time.
Exactly. Hell, you got some of these bitches who can throw a titty over their shoulder. Bitch, if you want to suck your own titty, suck your own titty. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Suck your own titty. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's called self-love.
It's called self-love. They do suck the titty. Whoever you with gonna suck the titty.
Like, think about
suck your own titty.
A lot of men are masturbating. They do self-love all the time.
They masturbate all the time. It's normal. It's normal. They only got one part though. That's just their dick.
We got two. We got the outer and the inner. We got
some who play with their ass. Some dudes will masturbate, jerk off, and they'll be tickling their ass at the same time.
Ooh, that's another level of it.
So that's a whole other level.
Respect your pussy. Be responsible for yourself. Respect your pussy. Love yourself. Give yourself some self-love every now and then, because who knows if you're getting it from your man. Masturbating. Learn how to do it right. Lynxie out. Trinity out.